Cooper. They didn't bring us here to change the past.
Say that again.
They didn't bring us here to change the past.
They didn't bring us here at all. We brought ourselves.
Okay, my bad. In the last video, said I was going to be consistent, upload weekly. Thought I was back in my game. Cut that, I was not. But we're back now. That's what matters. So, it is Friday night, about 6:30 right now. Finished up 2 workouts, 1 in the morning, full work day. Just finished up about an hour bike ride on Zwift right here on my desk. Just cooked up some dinner, as you saw, and kind of wanted to walk through some plans, some exciting news, some things going on that I want to accomplish in 2025. And first things first, we all know I've been training for IronMan, but there's been a big piece missing, and that's actually having a race, having something to look forward to actually go and do. So tonight, I'm going to try to check off a lot of things of my to-do list. First, I'm going to sign up for an Olympic length triathlon. Obviously, this isn't a 70.3 or a full Ironman yet. This is kind of just to test the waters, get my legs under my feet. I don't know if that's the right saying, but we're just going to pretend that it is. It is what it is. So we're going to try to get that going, and I plan on doing a 70.3 in Wisconsin in September. So yeah, that's kind of the goal. My girlfriend's out of town today, so I'm going to try to use this time just to really try to get ahead. I haven't done much planning for goals in 2025, but someone I follow and someone pretty big just in the filmmaker, whatever community, is Joel. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But I was watching one of his YouTube videos, and he was talking about how he has like this Notion template for a goal planner and kind of track where you want your 2025 to be, to set your goals high enough where even if you don't achieve them, at least the progress you're making towards them is going to be a significant step in the right direction. So they have to be kind of out there. You may not achieve them in a year, but that's the plan. So I'm going to do some work just on my computer tonight, try to plan out what I want to accomplish, and then break down 6-month goal, 3-month goal, week goal, and daily goals on how that is kind of going to funnel together. And that's kind of the point of the template, or at least this goal tracker. I think that'll be really good to kind of set a path, at least somewhere I can see where I'm going, because I think it's really easy to kind of just say you want to reach something, like say you want to reach 100K in a month, say you want to reach 100K in a year, whatever that may be. It's really hard to just take that first action step and do it. Like, it's going to be such a long process. You just have to take steps there. And I think doing so is really going to make the whole process a little easier mentally. You can kind of see you're going in the right direction. You know at least a little bit of the path you're going on. So that's just going to be super good to get done, I think. Something that I've been lacking is that sense of direction, I think, a little bit, and where I want the overall career of this to go. And talking about careers a little bit, I've been putting off upgrading my setup for a very long time. I am currently editing and doing all of my projects on my PC that I got from back in college, which is, I graduated in 2021. So that's absolutely wild. 2021 is when I graduated. So I've had it before that. And it is so slow. I really want to learn Fusion. It's kind of like After Effects and DaVinci Resolve. And what I've done so far on this, every single time I make a move, it just lags, buffers, quits. And I think I've just outgrown it. So it's expensive, it's a big move, but it's also an investment in myself. So yeah, today a lot of things are going to be tried to planned or changed. Signing up for a race, looking into getting a new MacBook, new setup. And we just got a lot of things going on, going in the right direction. So yeah, I don't have too much else to say here. Time to get to work. Got a lot of the stuff I just mentioned and an edit to even do. We're just going to dive right in, hopefully get there. I got some running stuff this weekend, got a Wolves game this weekend, got a bunch of training. So yeah, follow along. Appreciate you guys for being here. Let's get to it.
There's a few things, about 3 things to my account that I need each day. One of them is something to look up to, another is something to look forward to, and another is someone to chase. My hero, that's who I chase. And when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, "Who's your hero?" And I said, "I don't know, I gotta think about that. Give me a couple of weeks." So I come back 2 weeks later, this person comes up and says, "Who's your hero?" I said, "I thought about it. You know who it is?" I said, "It's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, "So are you a hero?" And I was like, "Not even close. No. She said, "Why?" I said, "Because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero's always 10 years away. I'm never gonna be my hero. I'm not gonna attain that. I know I'm not, and that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing."
It's about 12 right now, so that was about like 2 or 3 hours with the recovery stuff that you saw and all the filming and everything in between. So it usually doesn't take this long, but overall, really good swim. Legs was all right. It is just so busy at Lifetime. It's unreal. So might be getting a new gym soon, going somewhere new. But kind of want to talk a little bit about how my training has changed over the years. When I first started, everything was just weights only. Like when I grew up, I played a ton of basketball, snowboarding, golf, like so many sports. But when it came to the gym, it was strictly strength training. And now that I'm more into endurance or adding in endurance, I can tell that my strength has gone down. And with these gym sessions, it's more about keeping my strength as much as I can, keeping my muscle mass while improving endurance with these other workouts that I'm doing in order to perform well in a triathlon. But I've noticed a few body changes which I've never really been able to see before with only strength training. I've remained the same amount of weight, but I can tell that I've just gotten a lot, I don't know if this is the right word, but like slimmer, or just a little more like body recomped, a little tighter. I think it just goes to show with running, swimming, biking, all this, a bunch of cardio and endurance. Even though you're not really changing weight, you can still see a lot of progress in the other aspects of your life, like how well you feel, how fast you can move, your like agility and stuff. Like I've been doing a lot of box jumps, a lot more athletic movements in the gym as well. It's more than just a number on the scale. It's more than a number you can bench. I feel like this type of training, this type of lifestyle a little more is about your overall feel. And honestly, I think that's the way that it should be. I'm not saying you have to go crazy in triathlon endurance stuff, but incorporating just a little bit of everything here and there is going to just make you a well-rounded athlete or individual versus sticking to just one thing. So if there's something on your mind that you want to try out, just go for it. I think it'll be good for you no matter what it is. Just keep moving your body. If you can't tell, I'm in our basement in this dungeon, and even after a sauna, I'm still freezing. So I need to get back, warm up. But on the way home, we're going to make a stop at Best Buy, pick up the Mac that I got, and honestly, super excited to just go see what it looks like, see what it can do. I'm not sure if I'll get to use it today. I'm still shivering from that ice bath that was 15 minutes ago. I work a Wolves game tonight, so I don't know how much more I can do today. I still have some work to do on the computer, but honestly, just excited to get that into my kit, make projects better, client videos better, my videos better, and just trying to level up as much as we can. So I'm starving. Let's go grab that, and then I'm going to go grab some lunch, get to work, and I'll see you guys when I see you next. We got it. We finally got it. I'm going to put this aside because I forgot one major point that I wanted to talk to you about when I was at the sauna at my sister's house. One thing that I really wanted to touch on was the aspect of recovery. And with as much training as I do, and assuming what you guys are also doing out there, you need to recover. I am doing most of the time 2-a-days with strength, a form of endurance for the IronMan. I'll either bike, swim, or run, and I wouldn't be able to do that much volume if I didn't do things behind the scenes to take care of my body, like sauning and ice bath. I've almost done it for so long that it's the new normal, but I can guarantee it makes a world of a difference. Just letting your body relax, recover, get a lot of the mental benefits from those things as well, plus foam rolling, stretching, some yoga that I do just around the house. It's something a lot of people don't really show, but it's such an underrated aspect. When you're running these long distances, and that's what I think is the hardest on at least my body. A lot of these tedious little injuries in your knees and your feet will come up, and the only way to either prevent them from happening, I like to try preventative care versus wait for something to happen and try to fix it, is to just keep your body as loose as possible, keep it fresh. And by doing these things, it's only going to help you drastically. If you implement 15-20 minutes while you're watching Netflix or scrolling on TikTok and just stretch instead, or do some of these recovery things, adding in the sauna to the end of the gym, it's going to be life-changing, I think, for you. I was fortunate enough to get a sauna sent to me from New Recover, but if you guys are interested in getting something like that, there's a bunch of at-home saunas and ice baths that you can look into. Otherwise, I would say your best bet is to try to find a gym near you that at least most would have a sauna. I think ice baths are probably not as common, but being able to add those things into your daily routine are just going to be game changer. Now, I'm running a little behind. I got to get to some of my other stuff for work tonight, so I'm going to dip.
Get your mind to work and work and work and work, baby, and think about love can be.
that I've ever ran on treadmill is hour 40, 10 minutes a mile, 10 miles. So really focused trying to keep it low. I think my heart rate was still at like 145 or something. So I probably could have ran slower, probably should have ran even a little slower, but we're heading in the right direction. Sometimes you gotta go a little slower to get a little faster. But usually some of these longer runs are what I dread doing just because it takes so long. And I don't know if it was the Interstellar on my phone, Interstellar's top 3 movie of all time, or if running slower helped, or a mix of both. But that honestly felt like a really good, solid effort. I felt good. I don't feel like I killed myself during that. And that's kind of how your easy run should be. It's taken me a long time to realize that. I think the sooner you implement that, it's just going to make it a lot easier. But really glad to get that done this morning. Start off strong. Before I go get some food, I think I always like adding in some kind of like daily lesson or message to make it a little more insightful. But I think for today is going to be have the courage to take the first step. The first one is always the hardest. Getting yourself moving, that first mile will always be the most difficult. Once you get moving, once you warm up, once your body gets going, you kind of just hit a flow. You kind of find your flow state a little bit where it's easy and you just go without thinking. Honestly, today I found it really, really fast after the first mile or two, but sometimes it takes like 5 miles for that autopilot to kind of come in, kick in. And if you can get past that first part, if you can get past that first step, you can really do anything that you set your mind to, anything that you have the courage to do. I never thought that I could wake up one day and just go run 10 miles for fun. It's like, I remember a time where I was struggling to run a 5K, and now we did this, and it was an easy effort, even though 10 miles is not easy at all. Over time, if you just continue to take the hard step, that first hard step, it'll just kind of engrave in your mind and create this mentality that it's just something you have to do and you got to get done. And the sooner you can adopt that, the better you're going to get, the faster you're going to get, and you're going to get better faster. Stop trying to put too much pressure on that first step. Just get up, go, move your body, do whatever needs to be done, and you'll thank yourself later for it.